I'm going to hop over to my channel real quick. Good night, guys. Alright, greetings YouTube, and welcome back to the kingdom. Tonight we have a grind to get to the divine gems as well as the pig, and I want to show you guys hopefully a relic forging video if I am lucky enough to have a lucky day. Now I'm going to go ahead and set up I'm going to go ahead and try to set up Discord for you guys, for those of you who are interested in joining me in here. Alright. Good morning, Cage. It is good to see you once again. Alright, let's find a good place to raid here. I am raiding with Flamehide. And I'm using Bitter Dirks and the 5-star champion relic. Let me get some music going on while we wait for some people to join me in Discord. Alright. Hey, well, you know what? I'm glad that you're in here while you can, Cage. Alright. So let's go ahead and get this started up. Welcome to all those who are coming over from Zalon Street. And you know what? Now that all of those East Coast guys have gone to bed, it's time for everyone from outside the U.S. as well as the West Coast guys to party. Ron Gamer, welcome. When are we going to see more videos from you, man? We miss having your content that you put up. Alright. And once again, for those of you guys who are just getting in here, if you have some thoughts you'd like to express on the game, I've posted the Discord link up top. Everyone's welcome to come in and join me. Always makes the grind go a little bit better. Now tonight I only have about 1,000 souls to grind out, so I won't be using any more event relics. Normally I don't like using event relics, but this is a weekday, and that's the whole reason I save them as a free-to-play player. Alright. There we go. The piggy is unlocked. And you know what? To make things a little easier, while we get more people in here, I'm going to go ahead and attempt a shot at my relic forging method. For those of you who are familiar with it, I ultimately look at forging my relic 6 times. If I don't get a success, I pack up shop and I wait till the next day to try again. Currently I'm working on the head of Mimir. But if I do get a success, I forge all the way from 1 to 10 on stream. And that's what I'm hoping to be able to do. Now I'm leveling up my head of Mimir and my wild arrows for the purpose of making some 86% resist to melee damage spearmen for my Siggy. This is number 2. We're going to get lucky tonight, guys. That's what I'm hoping. There we go. We are off to the races, gentlemen. You will tell your kids about this day if you're really bored or you have nothing else to say. So whenever I get a success, I go ahead and refill my forge with 1 stars. Because ultimately speaking, I've seen the ability to level up a 4-star with about 400-450 relics on average on a good day. Although I've seen it take as little as 150 at times. Now, luckily, I do have some 3-star relics stored up to finish off any leveling that perhaps my 1 and 2 stars may not be able to do. I guess my only real concern is if I have enough food to get this done. 2 million should be enough for a single 4-star relic. Alright. So how far are you guys planning on getting in this event? You all are up right now, you're grinding. What's the goals that you guys have here? Alright. Let's collect here. And those of you in the stream, you guys can hear me pretty clearly, right? I'm hoping one of you will type yes, otherwise I'll hit 3K, good. Alright. This is an easy event to pass on if you don't need that 5-star or 4-star relic. That's the big thing. Let's see. Well, you know what? I can understand stopping there. I am going to push the extra 1,000 because I really want those 150 divine gems. I mean, to be honest with you, oh man, I'm living the dream tonight, guys. Yeah, video is Minesweeper right now. I'm thinking about upgrading to the next level for the video, the 460 quality, and seeing what that does to the end, or how is it going to end up looking. So my next stream, if it ends up being pretty bad, I'll know I have to go back to here. Ritz, I think we're dead on the money. If you're that close to another area, it's just go for it. Alright, thanks for joining us, Cage. Enjoy your time at work, man, as much as you can. So far I've gotten 3 levels on this with nothing but 1-star relics. Feeling pretty good about that. Alright, well, one thing is for sure. Tonight is going to be a good night. A little bit of forging here. I don't actually anticipate completing tomorrow's event unless the relics are amazing. Because a paladin titan, unless his skills are just so unique, I have to have them. And anyone who's watched the stream knows that I don't even go for titans. The only titan I've ever recommended going for is Siegfried, just because you can't ignore how good that guy is. It is all about the relics here. And what is more interesting than having a severed head as a relic? I want this leveled up the entire way. Alright. Restock here. Now, that's one benefit of saving up relics like this, is on stream 1 to 10 show people that this method does and will work for them. Now, for those of you who are this is your first time in this stream, watching my videos, I am the free-to-play player in Legend League for this game. And my little goal here is to make sure that you know that you don't have to spend hardly any, if any, money on this game to have enjoyment. I'm rocking over 100 4-star relics and just about 4-star titans. So you can still get to this point without spending any cash. Now we got, I'm personally, I'm really glad that this event was dropped on us, because it was sort of like a gift from the developers. You know, if you don't want to complete it, you know, here's an extra token or so and some few gems just to get yourself by. Preparation for something more. Alright, we're finally starting to tap into the 2-star relics, guys. Let's see if we can get level 6 here in a moment. Let's see. I touched here fresh off work. Just saw your stream. Rick, I'm happy to have you in here, man. Now, in full disclosure, I did spend a little bit of money at the beginning of the game to get like $10 to get the extra builders. Like 2 builder tokens to finish off my 5. But that was over a year and a half ago. Started February of 2017 with this game. Or January. Something like that. It was right after the first event after launch. Alright. Give me level 6. I need this severed head as leveled up as I possibly can get. There we go. We are pushing the envelope with this, guys. Now, have any of you leveled up this relic yet? Go ahead and tell me in chat if you have. And if you have, are you currently using it on any of your titans? Honestly, without pushing the 86% resist that you can get on the spearman, I'm not really sure if it's really worth pushing, like leveling up. Well, storm pork is definitely a pig that you want to be getting. Man, I have a lot of spells and troops in here. Oh, no more room for relics, so it's time to start forging again. Back to my 1-stars. We only have 4 levels left to go, guys. And once again, we will have a 4-star relic leveled from 1 to 10 on stream. Those of you who are looking for a new forging method to make, you know, to get your relics leveled up, I currently have over 40 4-star and 5-star relics completely leveled in my account. So this method does work. Just follow up pretty thoroughly. If you guys want detailed explanations, have a look at my video, my free-to-play series, episode 10, Spoils of War, because I do go over the relic forging strategy in detail there. But for those of you who have heard me talk about it too much, then I appreciate you guys checking it out once again. Thank you, Rick. Yesterday's stream was fun. You know, going over the theory crafting for this game was, it's always interesting to get other people's thoughts and ideas on it. And Zalon and Vintage are never short on ideas. And so it's always good to have them on the stream. And if you guys haven't already subscribed or viewed their streams, I would recommend that you do so. Here we go. We are going to get another level here on this head of Mimir here in a moment. Because we got to get to the level 10. Meaning we got 4 levels left to go. There we go. Another level. Alright. Let's collect some more titans, relics, and all of the above. After we're done forging this relic, we're going to go back to the grind with the purpose of getting to 7,500 souls. Alright. I don't know what it is, but today I've been getting a big amount of spell drops. Kind of strange. Oh, this relic, I have a series that called Relics Revealed. This is not a relic you would level up on its own for any reason. Oh, crud. Alright, so the Head of Mimir. It's a relic that came from the Odin event, and it gives Titan and Army Lightning resist, damage boost for Rangers, but the most important skill, in my opinion, is that bottom one, Titan and Troop resist against melee. And the reason why I believe it's the most important skill is resist against melee, resist against range, and resist against all damage are three types of resist that do not cap out at 90% like the resist against elements. And so if I get 100% resist to melee, then all Panthers, all Imperials, and all Titans that do melee damage can't touch me or my troops. And so that's why I think it's incredibly powerful. Now that skill is not put on very many relics, and you just have to have them to be able to utilize them. So there basically needs to be more relics printed with this ability if it's going to be overpowered. I'm just leveling this up because I think it will be. Hey, you know what? The Odin event was a good one to go for, but you miss an event here in Dawn of Titans, don't worry. There's always another one around the corner. And as a free-to-play player, you really do have to choose what events you complete. Alright, we have 3 levels to go. We are going to make it tonight, guys. We are going to go all the way. And we're going to have enough food. That was something I was concerned about, but we'll probably get down to about 600,000 or so. Alright. And once again, for those of you that are interested, I'm going to go ahead and post my Discord. You're welcome to join me. And if you're just in it for the grind, enjoy the music and the small amount of banter. That'll get you through the rest of this night. Or morning, if you're our friends from across the sea. All right. We are officially at the lucky number 13 watching this stream. Always an interesting number to get to. Come on, you severed head, give me another level. It's time. I'm in my G's of the 2-star. By the time I get to the S's, I'm going to be at level 9. There we go. We're at level 8, guys. Just a little bit more to go. We are so close, I can taste it now. After this, we're going for the wild arrows. Maybe not on this stream, but in the future streams, you guys will see me upgrade that one. And then you'll see me combine it with the 5-star champion relic. or on my Siegfried, and my spearmen will go to town. Alright, the two lightning titans that I most want to have maxed are 1, Odin. 2, this is going to sound weird, but I want to get Loki maxed because I don't have a level 60 infiltrator. And I already have level 60 champions, so Thor is not as appealing as he would have been earlier in my time in the game. Alright guys, we are at the S's. I need that upgrade to level 9. While I have enough 3 stars to get me to level 10, it'll just be nice to get to level 9 through 2 stars and 1 stars. And let's go ahead and get rid of this Song of Storms. I can't tell you how many of those I forged during my time playing this game. Alright, Forge failed. Let's get this Source of Light. Alright, Forge failed. We're coming to the end of the 2 stars here, but we're going to make it. You guys will see the very first severed head leveled up on stream. The head of Mimir. Alright, we're getting into the 3 stars now. Let's pass all of the ones that I'm not really in need of. Welcome, whoever joined me in.
What's up, Shooter? I just joined real quick just so I could repeat my comment. Because you said that welcome to the people that are coming from waking up in the morning. I said the British are coming. The British are coming. I said one if by land, 2 if by sea, and 3 if by live stream.
You know what? I should have read that all the way through. That was a good zinger there.
Yeah. 3 if by live stream.
Alright, we are into the Mountain Fists. Zalan, I am going to request that you stay on the stream till we get this to level 10. And then you can pop off of Discord.
Alright, I will stay.
That's right. We're going to celebrate. This is the whole reason that I save up these 3-star relics for the eventual use like this. Rage Tomb, Rage Warp, Rage Warp. We are going the distance here.
Oh yeah, Rage Warp, Rage Tome, yeah, all that.
Jeez. These 3 stars aren't doing me much good at the moment. But that's fine.
You got any 4-star event relics?
No, I've never actually unlocked any of those. I'm not going to need a morbid cloak. Let's be honest with myself.
Well, I'm just saying, if you ever do get 4-star event relics, I mean, I save them for special, when I'm making a run on Forging relics. I use three and 4-star relics all the time, but only usually when I'm like 8, 9, and 10, or 8 and 9. That's when I use my 3 and my 4-star relics.
Well, I have a ton of Gilded Arcs at 4-star that I can get rid of. There we go, level 9. Only 1 level left to go, guys.
Really? You have 4-star Gilded Arcs? How many do you have?
I've got 10 of them.
Really?
Yes. For some reason, they're the battle drop of choice that Natural Emotion wants to give me.
Well, go ahead, put 4 of them in right now, right? Real quick, see if that changes anything.
Oh, I'm not going to forge it. Oh, there we go. Never mind. I didn't need to.
Okay.
I got my level 10 severed head. So, as free-to-play, how many relics did you save up to get that Odin? To be honest with you, I only used 5 relics. Saved up relics to go through the Odin event. The rest of it I grind. As a free-to-play player... go ahead.
You used all the gems and relics that came in the event itself.
That's true. That's true. All the gems and... no, 5 relics total. So that... yeah. So it ended up being like 14,000 gems that I use out of my stash, as well as all the gems that I got from grinding the event. Alright. So we...
They're coming. 3th final live stream.
Yoon, welcome to the stream. Jeremy Hare, welcome to the stream. You guys liked seeing that relic forged, and you want to know how to do it yourself? Once again, you've got to go to my video for the number 10 video for the free-to-play series. It's called Spoils of War. There's a segment in there that talks about the forging strategy that I have, and it hasn't failed me yet. I'm hoping to get as many relics before they switch the system, because I'm one that's actually a fan of the current system. Alright, so let's review the Storm War. I have exactly 984 souls left to go before I get to my goal for this event. And I am currently ranked 5,000, so hopefully I'll get the 1,000 gem reward. Okay, so... I'm sorry to hear that, Yoon. I'm glad that you did get some hits as well. Well, when they redo the relic forging system, Rick, then my system to forge relics may not still work, because they may just have a different system on which you use it.
Yeah, relic forging, multiple times going over a major overhaul. I honestly believe they're going to just change the relic forging system the same way when they changed fusion to, hey, now you just have to put tons and tons and tons of titans in to be able to level them up to unlock the relic slot. I just believe it's just going to be a leveling process of the relics. We're going to actually see the bar go up. That's great, but it's still going to take a ton of relics to be able to get that bar to move. So,
fair enough. Alright, my Storm Boar. I got resist against ice, resist against earth, and Titan health. With with an armor piercing and a critical. So while there's not all the ideal resistances, I'd say this is, if I were to level a champion, this would be a great champion to level. But we got ice, critical, earth, armor piercing, and health.
yeah. And see, the other thing is, though, too, for anyone that doesn't have any well, if you only have one pig or something like that, like even for this event already, even to participate in this event, you had to have a pig. So it's kind of like one of those things where, there may be another, that hinted at Stone Snout, an Earth Boar. If that's the case, you're going to need a pig to run that event. I almost 100% guarantee that,
And if they're releasing all these pigs, they're going to have a Titan arena surrounding the pigs eventually.
You think so?
Yeah, they're definitely going to. You can't have an opportunity like that.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, having the pigs, there's definitely a lot of what I call event stepping stone titans, which means even though you may not, Sakani is one of them. It's infiltrators. Not my biggest, I'm not a huge fan of infiltrators, but if I'm going to need an infiltrator to run an event, which does happen, I'm going to pick the poison Sakani, you know what I mean? So, it just works with the meta, it works with the relics that I have, everything else. So I'm just saying, You know, stepping stone titans like that could be very helpful in completing events.
I can get behind you on that. Yeah, I'm one of those that even if it's a terrible titan, I save it just because I want to get that bonus off of those random events that come through.
Exactly. Because even for free to play, do you want it to be hard to get your tokens? Even though we know you're not cashing on in this event, you're waiting. We know that's a regular routine for a free to play player, but you want your, getting up to 2,500 souls or 3,000 souls. Do you want that to be really hard, or do you want it to be easy? You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I mean, yes, the grind is why you do free to play, but every bonus titan that you use means there's less gems you have to spend on those events, which means more gems to play the game overall.
Well, yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, you simplified what I definitely. That's what I was getting at. But yes. It makes it, because obviously free to play is one heck of a grind no matter what. But.
All right. Now, any of you guys that are in the current non-toxic Legend League, if you know of a good place to farm souls right now, let me know, because if I've got to go and keep doing these 100,000 defenses, I'm going to lose a.
Yeah, no, I had a place that I was farming there hardcore right at the end of my stream. Where was I at?
And I'll back you up on that, you go all the way. All right, Mark, welcome to the stream, man. Good to have you in here. And I've appreciated your comments you've left on the videos. Welcome to the grind. And Yoon and Mark, how far do you guys plan on getting in this event? Or have you already reached your goal? Now, oh, okay. By the way, I joined Rogues. Oh, congratulations, Yoon. You got the Rogue Squad. I actually moved back to non-toxic this week. I was in Rogue Squad last week.
Oh, crap. What am I thinking? If that's the case, then I can't help you because you're on the other server. I thought you were still with Rogue Squad from last week, so that's why I was like, oh, yeah.
Nah, Woo reached out to me and asked if I'd join back. So I was like, this was supposed to be an off week for me, because I was going to have 2 weeks where I wasn't able to get like the 4 million VP. And I was like, if you don't mind, if I, do 2 to 3 million, I'd be happy to. And he's like, yeah, we're a slow week this week. But apparently, while I may not be one of the top performers, I'm one of the guys that they can reliably count on to get 4, 5, 6 million VP. As a free-to-play player, mind you, that is not grinding to get VP, but grinding to make sure his builders and upgrades are always running.
Yeah.
So it can be done, those of you who are free to play. You can be in Legend League and you can still put up 6, 7, 8 million VP a season if you put your mind to it without spending a dime. Actually, I've been getting a lot of feedback on that because I guess some people have a hard time believing that's possible.
Yeah. It can be definitely a bit difficult, but maybe from some lower players, for players that just don't have as much time, they can't fathom it. But
Well, I gotta tell you, like, all you've really got to do is abuse those bonus lands. Know how to find them quickly, and you can get 6 million VP no problem. And I will say that I probably went overboard in spending gems on extra land slots. Because I have 18 land slots. And while it's only, you know, an extra 2,000 or 3,000 gems to get those extra 4 or 5 land slots, it helps me get my VP, I'll tell you that.
Oh, well, what castle are you?
I am currently level 22, but I have 4 days until my level 23 upgrade completes.
Oh, okay, so you're going to 23 right now then?
Yes.
Okay. If that's the case, and you say you have only 18 lands?
Yep.
Huh. Next time you get out of battle, could you do me a favor and just click on the button that asks you how many gems, if you would like to buy another land slot? I want to see how much it is.
Yes. I'll show you, but it's 1,700 because I've already looked at it.
Oh, it's 1,700. Okay. I was just curious. The only reason is because I have 20 land slots, and that's why I'm just thinking to myself, how do I have so much more? And you're like what, 2 castles ahead of me? But then I look at it, and my next land upgrade is 5,000. So that's the difference. I must have
5,000. Jeez. All right. Now I don't know of another way to check this out, but oh, by the way, during events when I'm grinding, like I always start losing lands like crazy through depletion. But if I wanted to buy an extra land slot, I'd click here, and you'll see it's 1,700. And you can see I have exactly 9 more lands to go because that little land insignia up top is halfway full with 9. Alright, there is something I do want to show you guys that and you may not have thought about up to this point. And that is these little either VP lands or resource lands. When you go into these lands, guys, this little circle that you're going to see in the bottom left is basically your gauge for how much VP you're going to generate as opposed to how much you could generate. Right now mine is completely full with this Italis. So this land will be generating max capacity. A level 22 land. Each land has its own strength or power that you have to reach to max out its generating capacity. And so now that we've seen Italis, which is going to be generating that much, let's go down to this land, and you'll see I have a level 60 Venom Tusk. This isn't maxed out, but as I change the troops on here, you'll see that that circle begins to decrease. And I have to add in troops back to get to that point. Spells also have power as well. So if you're looking at maxing out your VP requirements, keep your lower level lands equipped with lower level titans that your troops can max out the exposure, and the level 24, level 25 lands are where you need to put your big guys, not necessarily because you want to defend it, because it's hard to defend lands in this game, but because you want to max out your VP.
Yeah, it is. I'm just saying, yeah, you're absolutely right. Maximizing your production is the best way to be able to get everything out of those VP lands, however long you're able to hold on.
It's true, and I didn't even think, I mean, it's little things like this that I take for granted that I think everyone knows, but then I started to consider, how did I actually find out about it? Most of the time it was through dumb luck.
True. Well, the other thing is, too, though, the skills to push production are damage skills, and, let's see, it's specifically troop damage skills. But also AP and I think critical as well. I haven't actually tested that.
It is critical.
But I know
damage, AP, and critical. But I think AP actually gives the biggest boost. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think it does.
Yeah, because my Edelus with triple damage does. I mean, that's insane. That's the guarantee you're going to be able to max production with triple damage.
It's true. Well, before I used to wonder why so many people would use their, level 10 or so 1-star Imperial Titans. I was like, they're so easy to kill, so why are they using them? And then saw that circle, and then I was like, wow, even a level 1 with the right skill can make a huge impact on that circle.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. That's one great thing about storing up so many relics at a time and then doing a forge. So when you're done, you've got like 300 extra gems to use through portal stones.
Well, real quick, do you think that's another reason why we don't have a whole bunch of 2-star and 3-star berserkers? Well, we do have 3-star berserkers. Do you think that's why we don't have 2-star berserkers?
That actually could be a legitimate reason, because it's a way to abuse the system. And no unit works as well in maxing out stuff as those Imperials. Or as easy, I should say.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if we got... I mean, if they released a whole bunch of Berserker Titans, a whole bunch more 1-star and 2-star, could you imagine how crazy that would be? Because if you notice, we only really have... I feel like Kairos is one of the only... I mean, we had... There's like... What is it? Garn? Wasn't there a Ragnar Berserker too?
Yes.
1-star? But, I mean... Garn doesn't drop, you know? So...
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, like, I wish Garn did, because he is a Titan I need out of the Pantheon. And if I don't have to really work hard for him, I'm going to pick him up.
I'm pretty certain Garn drops in the, if you get the Earth calendar.
Oh. Well, I haven't had an Earth calendar in, I think, a few months. So that's probably it. And, you know, they spring that thing on. I mean, I remember your first videos, Alon. You were always saving unique Titans. I'm like, why in the world is he doing that? When you forged them, I felt bad for you whenever they announced the arena.
Wait, I forged a bunch of unique Titans away.
Well,
when I was getting I remember forging a bunch of them away when I was getting kind of frustrated and trying to get my Titans leveled up. But,
well, it feels bad at times.
Well, I also at the same time remember not knowing about the Pantheon either. I mean, if they would have either released the Pantheon or talked about the Pantheon way sooner, I'm sure a lot of us would have fused away a lot of Titans that we did.
It's true. Wow, your X-Skill Panther maxed out your level 21 VP land. What level are your Panthers? That's what I'm curious about now. Oh, everyone, I mean, this week, I didn't think I'd be streaming this much, but in the next day or so, I do have another series that I'm starting that, after having done some research, I'll just spoil some of it now. So I'm going to be basically building out builds for Titans, suboptimal Titans. So if you are one of those that can't afford to get the best Titans out there with the best skills, then the series will be designed for you to try to make the most out of those Titans to make them still effective. Now, one thing I have noticed is that if you do not have an X-Skill Titan with armor, then there's no point to stack armor unless you have one of those X-Skill armors. Because there's so much armor piercing out there now that it's pretty much a dead skill. And I was just running numbers with different builds. And, for example, my Goliaths from Skolnar have an armor ability that Skolnar gives them. And with basically all armor relics almost, I'm able to get to about 131% armor. But I have an X-Skill armor-piercing Titan that, just with extra relics that I'm able to throw in, is able to get to 150% armor-piercing. And so, I mean, without an X-Skill in armor, I wouldn't even worry about, like,
Interesting.
trying...
So you wouldn't even consider it 125% Goliath armor to be effective then?
No.
At all?
Not at all. Not in Legend League, at least. Because what people are attacking with now are the Siegfrieds with armor piercing. I mean, that's why I was so happy when I got armor piercing on Siegfried, because you completely negate anyone who's trying to stack armor. And even those with armor X skills are only able to stack very minimal against you. So you get as much damage going through with that as possible, meaning that the only way you're going to have real reduction is with resists.
Yeah.
So the X skill Titans, in a way, nerfed the original stats of all troops. Because now the original stats aren't nearly as impactful as the X skills themselves.
And I heard you on the stream last night before I jumped on, actually, that you're like, oh, I noticed that Zalon had this idea, and yeah, I haven't run with anything like that for a little while because I don't know, it took a little bit much, and I also was trying to do it with Arch Stanton and been very busy recently, so
yeah,
unfortunately haven't been able to have any assistance with running the project on the side because I was hoping to have a bunch of submissions to be able to help with it. So,
well, once again, I figure if I have a few different series that I'm running at the same time, there's always a video I can put out if I need to.
Oh yeah, most definitely. You're absolutely correct. Having a bunch of different ideas to run with on a regular basis is always good.
Yeah, and then there's always these grind streams, which at the end of the day are pretty enjoyable. I enjoy them because I know as a player when I was grinding through events, they were brutal. And when you didn't have somebody to grind with, I should say. But if you had told me a year and a half ago that there'd be a mobile game that I'd be playing right now that would take up so much of my time, I'd have laughed at you. But now I don't have any other game that I play.
Yeah,
and I'm happy with that.
Honestly, yeah, do you have a problem with that? That's what I'm saying, though, too. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't have a problem with it, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You're having a great time. You're having a good time. You know, not impeding your life too much.
It's true. Funny thing about this event is I think I'm actually going to come out of the event with more gems than I went into it with. And that's because I have been using those relics.
Then again, though, I have to say that this event, allowing you to use a whole bunch of busted up relics from previous events that, you know, or ones that you just didn't use at all, which could be the case, you know, it would made a big difference. I would have to say, what would you say? Do you believe there's an extra 30% players or 40% players that played this event that normally wouldn't have if they didn't do that?
Yeah. I mean, everyone has those extra relics in the inventory except for me. And
I mean, in comparison's sake to the last two events, you know, the Arca and the Urcon, I believe participation in this 2-day event has probably vastly surpassed both of.
I'd say minimum tripled.
You think so?
Yeah, minimum tripled. Because the other two weren't even a temptation for me.
True. After this battle, do me a quick favor. Go to the leaderboard. I want to see. I want to take a look at the top numbers because now that we're getting closer to the end of the event, let's just take a quick look at how high the top numbers are.
Sounds good.
Because that'll also give you a good idea, you know, a good gauge on exactly how popular the event is. You know what I mean?
Yep. Here we go.
And it's crazy. It's crazy that a 2-day individual event, what they did in this event, was so groundbreaking. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm sure the statistics are definitely showing.
Wait a second. All right, so let's just go to the. How do I get to the top 50?
Oh, is it still doing the same stupid thing again?
It's just showing me where.
It's still showing exactly where you are, isn't it? Oh, that's so stupid.
That's plain. Okay, top 50. Never mind. I was an idiot. But it's not going all the way up there. Dang it.
Yeah, no, you're right. You
Yeah.
did the right thing. It was doing that on mine too yesterday. I thought they would have fixed it by now.
Yeah, I mean, I knew that there was no chance of me getting to the top 1,000 to 2,000 in this event. So I'm happy that I'm actually, hopefully, will fall into this 1,000 gems category.
Oh no, you will. You're not going to get bumped out in a few hours. No way. You're not going to lose 6,000 position.
Oh, look at this. This is prime raiding territory. Not because they're small lands, but because there's a lot of troops on them.
Yeah, especially Arab keys. Yeah, no, he tried.
Alright. Yoon, I'm glad that you got a story on how you ended up in the game as I did. Fun hobby with passion, practicing skills. Yes. Now, I got to tell you guys, before this game, the game I was playing consistently, since I didn't have a lot of time to play, sit down at any one moment. Like, even now, I'm working on my website while I'm doing this. But the game I was playing before was Civilization 4. So I'm one of those guys that I like the strategy games, and I really enjoy first-person shooters as well, but I've got a house full of little girls, and I'm sure my wife would love it if I started playing gun games in front of them.
Yeah, well, there's actually no blood in this game. If anybody's, you know what I mean? There's actually no blood whatsoever. You do want people get, bashed into the air, you know what I mean? There is that, but there's, because you see people slam down stuff, you see troops fly up into the air and stuff, and, but you don't really see anybody die, and they just become little black silhouettes, there's absolutely no blood in them.
Yes, Sid Meier's, Ian. I've always enjoyed the Civilization series ever since the first one.
Yeah, Sid Meier used to make a lot of good. Well, he still does. He made some strategy games that were not Civilization based back in the day for PC that I enjoyed.
Well, I gotta tell you guys, of all of the videos I've made on Dawn of Titans, my favorite one to make by far was that Skolnar Castle Crushers video. That was one I laughed so hard during. For those of you who have seen it, great. But there's nothing funnier than attacking with a bunch of Goliaths.
There you go.
Alright. Man, this is going to be a long grind to get this 7,500 Zalon.
Is it?
I'm going to check where I'm at now. I got 768 left to go.
Well, 760 at what, 12?
That means 50 battles. Actually, not a little more than 50. Maybe 60 battles. Just about 60 battles left.
Yeah. Well, I actually do have to get going, though.
That's fine. I appreciate you staying for the storm bore and a little bit of talk afterwards.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Well, I'm also going to, because I got to get probably, I don't know, depending on if the event drops tomorrow or if you guys paid attention to the wording, obviously I do know a little bit more about what's going on, but not too much. There's actually, believe it or not, there's still a bunch of mystery of what's going on. But I know a little bit, and that little bit that I know about, I'm pretty certain that the wording that they use, if you read it, it says, join us as we look at this new Titan. Doesn't say anything. I didn't see anything specifically, unless I missed it. I didn't see anything that specifically said that the event starts tomorrow. So, if that's the case, then I might be doing a recording tomorrow for the DRT after show. Because if no event goes live, then Bo and I, especially because Bo said he's super busy tomorrow. So if that's the case, then we'll probably just be doing a recording tomorrow, summing up what they talked. But one way or another, we'll see what happens. They might launch an event tomorrow. They may, or we might have something else. We'll see what happens.
Well, I'm certain they'll launch one tomorrow. I mean, if they don't, we'll have one Friday. They wouldn't miss.
That's what I meant. If they don't launch it tomorrow, they'll launch it Friday. But just the way they said it, they said, we're going to take a look at this new Titan. I'm like, that doesn't say that the event's starting tomorrow. Usually they actually say it. So, we'll see what happens.
Good morning, Podrick. Good to see you, Cooter.
Yeah, good to see you too, Cooter. I was going to say, you got more people filing in here.
There you go. We got some friends from across the pond.
Yes, from across the pond. Free it by live stream.
Free it by live stream. There we go. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, Zon.
No problem. I'll talk to you later.
And for those of you who are interested, you are welcome to join me in Discord tonight. We are grinding to get the divine gems, and then we are closing up stream. Here we go. Until we get some more people in here, let's get some music on for us. Alright. Here we go. Alright, so Podrick, Cooter, welcome to the stream. How far are you guys planning on getting? As far as I know right now, Yoon has completely finished. And we got other people still grinding or have already reached their goals for this. My goal was to get the divine gems at 7,500, but the only real benefit I'm getting out of this is the Eye of the Storm. Podrick, welcome to Legends League. Now, are you in non-toxic or non-toxic Rogue Squad? Sweet. That is great, Yoon. Alright, Cooter, congratulations on getting the pig. I have got all of the pigs that have been released as of right now. 3 of them have okay skills, and 1 of them has bad skills. So, this particular pig I'm using right now, I leveled in case I ever needed him for an event. Alright. Legends is very different. This is a cutthroat league. Most of the time we do end up disappointed with our whatever Titans that we are about to pick up, Cooter. While I have a lot of 4-star Titans, there are very few that I will ever seriously use. Level 30 Alliance server, or the 30 Alliance server, jeez. I know that you guys were pushing hard in Rogue Squad this week. What ranking are you guys currently in? Thank you, Mark. I'm glad that you enjoyed the series. Alright. And welcome to Discord, Cooter.
Thanks, you hear me alright?
Yep, I can hear you very clear.
Yeah, it's my first pig I got. I was, like I said, pretty disappointed in it.
What skills did you get on him again?
Let me look again, make sure I say it right. Hold on. Oh, I have a handful of 4 stars, so I'm trying to get them, trying to do the free-to-play thing. But only at 6,500, I think I
figured I could do it, and I did it. So, buyer's remorse, though.
Well, if you're going to do free-to-play to get any Titan, this would be the Titan to get, just because it's easiest one to get.
Cheap.
Alright.
It's bad. Here he is.
Rank 6. Good gravy, you guys are getting close. Is there a chance that you guys have a chance to get rank 3? Alright, so how long have you been playing the game?
Actually, I wasn't during the beta, but right when they did that push, I think it was right before Christmas 2000. What was that? 3 years
16?
ago? Yeah, 16. I thought, what's this all about? So I checked it out. So I actually got the account there, but I just kind of been fiddling around with it until really started playing about maybe 6 months ago. Kind of actually playing full time more often.
Oh, wow. Well, and...
But I'm still really new. I'm still, like I said, I just get my Titans going. I just got my couple 4-star relics and everything else. So I'm really behind that. My level, I think, is a lot higher than what my relics and Titans are. That's for sure.
Well, what castle level are you right now? That'll give us
I got my storm board up. I got resist poison, Titan lightning damage, Titan health, Titan armor piercing, and Titan armor.
Ah. Alright, well, it's not terrible. It could have been worse.
Yeah, it's not terrible, but yeah. I was hoping, I probably should have done a little more research on him. I was hoping he was going to buff the troop of some sort, but I guess not.
That's true. And, champions just aren't going to do that. They're good for early game, but late game, champions just aren't going to be able to cut it unless they're a champion like Siegfried, who's not really a champion.
Yeah, I just got him. So I just got him up to 20, I think 2. So I'm stoked about that.
And what skills do you got under Siegfried?
See, my castle's 16, but let me look at my Siegfried. Let's see. So militia armor, archer's damage, spearman armor, whatever, I don't care about that, but armor piercing and spearman damage. So I just like the archer portion of it in the militia.
Honestly, I think that archer armor piercing is huge for you.
Oh yeah? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's in late game, it'll be that ability alone will be what allows you to take out any of the X skill troops as well as the Paladin Titans.
Oh, okay. I just have to get him up there. He's like 20. He's 22 right now, so that's the 4th skill. So I get up to what, 40 in order to open that? Is that right?
Yeah, good luck with that. Siegfried is not a fun Titan to level.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've already.
I like your theory in regards to the free-to-play thing where you get a whole bunch of those relics. And how much stuff along the way. I've been able to get a couple of my relics all the way up to level 10 recently. So.
Yeah, and those level 10 relics make all the difference in the world. Oh, Clarence, are you in? If you are in this chat, Clarence, you just got to click on the general voice channel and you'll pop in. Just click on the word general. There we go.
Oh, there he is.
And Yoon.
What's going on?
A real quick, Yoon. 5 in Legend League is big, and if you just joined Rogue Squad, wow, that's actually a pretty big thing for these guys. Enjoy the gems while you get them. Clarence, welcome to the stream.
Thanks. Glad to be here.
All right. So how far have you gotten in this event again?
I just finished. last night.
Now, finished the entire event or finished your goal for the event?
The entire event.
All right. And why this event? What about this event made you want to finish?
I had a lot of old relics, like the putrid tombs from the old poison events.
Ah.
I had a few 3 stars lying around.
Jeez.
And
Well,
I figured I'm probably not going to use them anytime soon, so.
Did you have any 12-use relics from back in the day?
Yeah, I had 320 use 1 stars.
Wow.
I only used 1 though. The other, I already finished the event before I could use all of them up, so I got most of them done though.
Well, if you had those old of relics, then you must be a pretty decent castle level.
Just got Castle 21 a few days ago.
There you go. You are officially in the end game, because even at castle level 21, with the right titans and relics, you can take out the people in League of Gods. So congratulations.
Yeah, I've been using my Siggy a lot actually. Never really had to in Champions, but
Man, but I'm a huge fan of Siggy. I'm sure if you guys have seen my videos. I mean, just that Castle Crushers video, I thought he was going to be okay, but I didn't think he would be able to just rip apart people like he does. I don't know, what skills do you got on your Siggy, Clarence?
I got double offensive for archers and double defense for spearmen.
Holy cow! All right, so you got the best Siggy possible.
Yeah, I'm pretty proud of it.
All right. Good to have you. All right. And so what level is your Siggy currently?
He's maxed.
And what relics are you using for him?
I got the 5-star with him. I got the 3 and 4-star Gilded Arc, the 3 and 4-star the Crow Relic from the Odin event,
Munin,
and
yeah.
a 4-star Iron Mace.
Ah. All right. Well, what skills does the Iron Mace give again for the last few abilities?
Archer critical, Titan critical, and Titan physical damage.
Oh, Archer critical. Okay, so I can see why you added that in. Because I was building my Siggy and I was like, wait a second, why is my critical so low for my archers?
My critical is 89% now.
89?
Yeah. Okay,
so you get 1, 2, and you have 3 relics that give critical in.
4.
Alright.
No, 5. I have 5. The only relic that doesn't give critical is the 5-star relic.
But that 5-star relic gives you the ability to withstand...
Damage, though.
Well, I like it because it gives you the ability to withstand Fireball and Meteor Storm spells without losing your archers. That's that power that I see behind it, because the last thing you want to do is lose your archers before they can do any damage. Have you come across any defenses that are really hard for your Siggy to take out?
Level 24 Panthers, level 25 Panthers. Well, my troops are still level 20 only, so...
Ah, wow. Imagine you get a few more...
Usually my spearmen die. That's usually why.
Well, tonight on stream, I leveled up the head of Mimir. And so now all I have to do is level up my wild arrows, and I will have 3 archer buffing relics and 3 relics to max out or almost max out my melee for my spearmen.
Nice. I don't have the wild arrows though.
Yeah, they were released in one event.
I got the head though.
What's that?
I got the head, so I'm gonna use out my Odin. My Odin, I have double defense for archers.
Wow.
But I'm still gonna level them up. Use the archers as meat shields.
I think you'll be able to do more than that with the archer relics out.
Yeah, the Eye of the Storm will probably be on there too. I want to get critical up on Odin.
Well, due to that Odin event, I now have 4 Titans I have to level up for that buff archers. And
Yeah, I'm the same. I got a Theros with double archer offense, and I don't have enough gilded arcs, so I don't bother leveling them up right now.
Well, even after you get the gilded arcs, what are you going to do to fill out the rest of the relics? That's the conundrum I'm running into now.
Probably use Theros as like a main damage.
Well, I'm actually a big fan of Odin. Everyone's waiting to see what those lightning troops are going to look like to find out viability moving forward.
Yeah, I'm pretty eager to find out.
Me too. My Odin is now level 19, and I basically got all of the relics that I need for him. And technically I should be working on those relics right now, but I really want to do the gimmick of 86% resist against melee.
Yeah, my Odin is at level 29 right now.
Jeez.
I spent most of my Titans maxing out Skolnar last fusion event.
Well, what skills does your Skolnar have?
Goliath health, Goliath resist against Titans, Goliath resist against fire, earth, and then poison as the last skill.
Fire, earth, jeez, man, congrats. That's
Yeah, my Matano has max resist against poison and ice, so I like to switch them around.
Well, my Matano, once I get him to the level 60, I'll be doing the same. But I've got max resist against fire, ice, and poison. And then like 50% resist against Titan.
Oh, wow. Did you finish the Venom Seed event?
No, I didn't finish the Venom Seed event. I am not a fan of that relic.
No?
No. Any relic that can't be used on defense is just not worth it for me.
I mean, just more crit and more health is always good.
That's true, but I lose an entire ability to gain an extra poison spell, which will never be used in battle.
Yeah, I use it more for offense.
I guess so.
With the build I'm going to do, my Panthers will have, at level 20, they'll have almost 50,000 health.
Jeez. That is impressive. What type of armor are they going to have?
I got 160.
160? Wow, that's actually pretty dang good.
I got triple armor.
Wow.
Resist to poison, resist to ice.
The direction this game is going is so interesting now.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of why I wanted that relic, because I wanted more health in my Panthers, because I have armor. And I have at least 2 of the 3 big resist, so I figured I'll go stack more health on. More health and more crit.
Hey, I applaud you. I applaud you for going through that, man. Because you found a use for a relic that I probably wouldn't even give it a second thought to.
Well, initially I was just going to grind to 6k, I think was the Divine Gems, I think. But our alliance decided to push. So we got top, we were at rank 32 until about 5 minutes until the event ended, then we got pushed out. And we tried to fight back, but we finished at 108.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
The gap between top 100 and top 50 was only 300 souls from what I was told.
Whoa.
Yeah. A lot of teams missed it, but we were only 400 slow short from being top 50, and we were ranked 109.
Good gravy.
Yeah, just shitty.
Wait, which alliance were you in again?
I was with Friends Alliance at the time. It was an alliance called Parasitic.
Ah.
But, yeah. Decided for a more event-oriented team. I don't want to see what Legends was like, too.
Well, now that you're up in Legends, what do you think?
It's different. Different pace. Less DP lands, more garrison hits.
Wow, you say less. I mean, I guess it's been a while since I've been outside of Legends. I've been in Legends for like a year and a half now. So I guess I forget a little bit about what's on the outside. It's
Seems
just...
like Legends is almost a slower pace.
Oh, it is a... If you're in the top 5 alliances, it is a bloody warfare nonstop.
Yeah, I see the videos.
And I gotta tell you, like, you get one person mad at you, and a whole alliance will then come strip you clean. I mean, they're much more coordinated, and I really enjoy that type of battle. I mean, you cannot have land attachment syndrome, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm just kind of over it now.
And it is an acquired taste, but eventually you'll get to the point where you want more out of this. And while for the longest time I thought I was the only free-to-play player in Legends, I am happy to say that I'm not now. I found other people that are just as crazy as I am.
I'm not free to play, but I like to do events free to play.
Honestly, that's the biggest benefit of doing that. The grind through the events, good gravy. How much relics that you're able to pick up as well as Titan XP?
Well, pretty much since after New Year's, the only event that I spent tokens on was the Odin event. I've free to played every event since.
Wow, that is a lot of time. Congratulations on that, man.
Yeah, my weekends are usually free. Except the Odin event.
Yeah, that was a grind in and of itself. I think I ended up using 14,000 gems and 5 relic tokens.
I grinded to 10,000, and then I used 20 tokens to finish the rest.
Well, those relics at the end, the head of Mimir, honestly, I do think it'll be worth it in the long run, but I would just keep it on your back burner for now. It's not one that is actually going to be impactful until more relics are released.
I was actually thinking about using it on Skullnar.
Do you already have quite a bit of resist?
Max poison, fire, and earth.
Alright. Then that resist against melee isn't really going to do you much good. Keep in mind that the resist isn't actually as effective as the right elemental resist until you get above 90%.
No, my poison, earth, and fire are all not 90 or above.
Oh, wow.
I just don't have ice resist.
Let's see.
Which, I don't know. It's not bad, I guess. I can always switch Titans.
Podrick, that's why this channel exists, because, while not everyone is free, sometimes reaching for your credit card is the wrong decision. And
I should have for Odin, though. It just was short. I kind of kicked myself now.
To be honest with you, if it wasn't for me getting Odin, there's no way I would have gone very far in this event. But because of me getting perfect archer skills on Odin, I need more archer relics, because I have 3 Siggies and an Odin I have to level, that I plan on leveling all of them because they all have good skills. So now I have a Siggy that will run the gimmicky melee resist, a Siggy that will be nothing but archer damage, and then I don't even know what I'm going to do with the third one. Maybe that one will be nothing but a spearman that you can't kill.
My Siggy will pretty much be used for everything. I have other decent Siggies, but I don't have enough relics. I don't have another 5-star, so
Yeah, that
I just kind of put them all in the back burner.
That 5-star champion relic, I think it will be the dominant relic for probably the next 6 months to year.
Well, at least until lightning troops come, and if they're ranged, then it might make the paladin one more valuable.
That's true. That's true. I mean, that paladin one is basically the same as the champion one. The only thing that makes the champion one amazing is Siegfried. Let's be honest. Without Siegfried, that thing wouldn't be nearly as good.
Well, I was thinking about the new Ice Paladin that they released a picture of. What if it was full X skill for troops? That'd make the Paladin 5-star almost equivalent of the Champion 5-star.
If it was full X skills, it would
like
dwarf any other.
2 of each troop and then 1 random one.
Yeah, it would dwarf the Odin event for participation.
Yeah.
Well, it's like Ilzar for infiltrators. The only one that can really use an entire relic, all the skills, is Ilzar.
That's true. Unfortunately, I do not have Ilzar. My prejudice against infiltrators kept me from completing that event.
I got her. I'm slowly working on her. I'm falling really behind on my relics, and I have a lot of level 40 up titans, all with level 1 relics.
Oh.
Yeah.
So basically, they could just replace the Theater War level 60 Titan with your Titans, and it would present the same challenge.
My Talus and my Skolnar are both max, and they all have only 4 relics on them, because the other 2 are still level 1.
Wow. Well, I'm at least happy to say that all of my high-level Titans have relics to match, and I am working on... I've got leeway for a little while before I have to have it relics maxed out for my Odin, who's my next project, along with all of my other Siegfrieds.
Yeah, my problem is I level up my Titans a lot faster than I can forge relics.
Well then, one day all of those Titans will be amazing, but until then, enjoy the fact that you're going to have unstoppable garrisons.
Well, maybe when I get to a higher level.
Yeah, I mean, each level 1 troops, I think, represents an extra relic and a half.
Yeah, once you get to past 20, Castle 21, they start to get a lot better from what I hear.
It is true. I am currently have level 21 troops, but I am just about a week away from having my Goliaths leveled up to level 22. And they are incredibly powerful.
Yeah, I have my Wukong too has all defensive skills, which if I can get another champion 5-star, I'd make Wukong into then I can put all the routes on him.
I do not have a Wukong. That is one of the Titans I'm missing. How many Titans you got in your arena right now?
I think 25 to 30.
Oh, out of like the 109?
88, I think.
Alright, we're right around the same area.
I can check. I've never been top 50 in any event before. That's kind of Because I was always just playing with friends, just hanging out.
See,
when
that's
the
where I
Divine
got a lot
Gems
of my
came.
4-star Titans from. Was being top
when
50.
the Divine Gems came in, I kind of was like, okay, well, I want to take this opportunity to at least get more Titans and stuff.
Well, I, for one, I'll pass on Titans if I get good relics.
I mainly do it for the relics, and the Titans just I get on the way.
Well, then I think you're playing this game right.
Yeah, just like the Venom Seed event. I wasn't planning on, but I saw a need for the relic, so.
Once again, that's all you need is a need for the relics. My analysis of this particular event is if you don't have a Lightning Titan, and specifically Odin, it's probably a good idea to pass on it. Do the basics. Oh, 4-star Frostbeer. I am so happy about that. That is only the second one I've ever had drop in this game.
That's one of the most common ones I have.
I'm going to show you guys my relics now.
But you also have a lot of Gilded Arcs, which I don't have.
Yeah, I mean, people get different drops, but all of these, with the exception of one, Avalanche,